Leo tuko na furaha sisi kama wana Jubilee because we have been visited by our party leader, and we really want to thank him for the support that he has continued to give to the party. Unfortunately, a little bit earlier in the morning, there were those who thought that they could, create unnecessary disturbances. We want to say that haki ya mtu kwenda kwa chama the party that you want, it's your constitutional right. But you should not endeavor and even go to use extrajudicial means to destroy a party. And I want to urge my colleagues who are also members of the party to ensure that they remain loyal to the party, to ensure that the law, the judgment that was entered on 19th of month of April is adhered. Let me say this, that let me say the following, that there were people who took upon themselves as members of NEC. They convened themselves and came up with resolutions that we challenged in court, and the court agreed with us that the only people who can call the NEC is the Secretary General of the party or the party leader. We have been very decent because we did not want to become untidy, so we allowed the law to play out. And eventually we have a judgment that was entered on the 19th, clearly saying that any attempt to take the party through that route is null and void. And the letter is of no consequential effect. Kwa hivyo leo tunataka kusema, and the judgment is with us here. If you want to know the members of the party, officials of the party, this for me. Officials of the party is contained on the Kenya Gazette notice of 22nd March 2022. That has not changed. And the members are there. If you want to know the outcome of the judgment that was entered on 19th, it is here, and we have told this to the members of the public. We want to share with you again, kidogo tu, kwa haraka, kwa sababu ni vizuri tuhakikisha kwamba mumeelewa tena na tena, that this is it is here. The court said, taking into consideration the totality of the foregoing circumstances, we order as follows. A declaration be and is hereby issued that the respondent's letter dated 13th February 2023 is null and void.
Thank you very much.
And of no consequential effect. You need to pay attention to those words. Every single word has a meaning to that. Meaning that anything else was left to the party internal mechanism to sort it out. I was surprised, actually horrified, to see a whole contingent of police officers accompanying people who were actually throwing stones. Unaona zile mawe wametupa hapa. There is wapi kijana? Wewe kuja. Kuja. This guy has been hurt. Huyu amepigwa na mawe, amefujwa mkono. And this is not what we fought for. Multipartyism is supposed to give us an opportunity to say what you want from where you want. We will take care of this. And this is the second guy who was hit by Mawe. But what is even horrifying is the police officers who are here to supervise this kind of mayhem on young people. But I want to say that I'm sure with the guidance of the party leader, we should be able to come to the end. I really want to thank the party leader for being there. This party belongs to wananchi. Hawa ndio wenyewe wamejileta wenyewe. And it is good to know that you cannot take party away from the members. You may try to play around with the officials, lakini wenye chama wako area. Na it's only that we have actually restrained them from coming. There are those who wanted to come from Kiabu, hata saa hii. The others calling from Thika wanauliza tukuje.
It's really sad that it's really sad. One would want to apologize for what has happened to one of your journalists. Goons who have been hired by the former Secretary General, who has locked himself inside the offices of Jubilee, knowing very, very well that he is not supposed to be in office. Very, very unfortunate that a journalist has been hurt. We have also heard that they chased away police officers. And you ask yourself, if police officers can be chased from an establishment, then you kind of question why this Secretary General remains so sacred that he should not even be charged. In fact, this one adds to all the charges, to even the charges that we have that will be preferred against him. But to start with, we have a statement that I want to read to you, and then of course I'll give my colleagues an opportunity to also delve into it and also inform you.
We want to go to our offices.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We have met this morning as leaders of Jubilee Party, and we have with me here members of the National Executive Council, members of Parliament, the parliamentary group, as well as representatives of the National MCA's caucus. But as you have seen from the gate, it is actually closed, so even some of our members have been locked out, and we are hoping that they are going to be let in. We wish to clarify certain matters for the benefit of our members and the general public. This is because some leaders have engaged in this disinformation campaign that is casting our party in bad light. We have a responsible leadership that respects the rule of law. That is why we have taken a low profile. Since the NEC meeting of the 10th February 2023, we wanted to give our courts the time to complete the hearing of the cases that have been filed by Honorable Kioni. The judgment of the Political Parties Dispute Tribunal, PPDT, that was delivered on the 19th of February this year was very clear that the resolution of NEC passed on the 10th of February 2023 remains in place unless determined by the party internal dispute resolution mechanism. The clear position as set out in the judgment is as follows. One, that Honorable Kioni, Honorable Murathe, and Mr. Kagwe Gishohi remain suspended, or if they like it, stepped aside, until all disputes relating to the NEC resolution have been resolved internally by the party. Yours truly, Honorable Kanini Kega, will be the acting National Secretary General until that process is completed. Likewise, Honorable Adan Kainan will act as the National Vice Chairperson, and Honorable Rachel Nyamai, who is here, will act as the National Treasurer. The Party National Disciplinary Committee has already been convened. In fact, Honorable Kioni has himself publicly pronounced that he intends to refer a complaint before the committee against some officials of the party. We expect that the committee will give a fair hearing to all the parties concerned. All the leaders of the party are obligated by law and our constitution to give the committee time to complete its work without any undue interference. And from what you have seen here, this is a clear indication that Honorable Kioni, the former Secretary General, doesn't want to give a good environment for IDRC to execute its mandate. On our part, we will execute the duties of the offices that have been entrusted to us by NEC without fear or favor. I want to confirm to you that even when we were in that meeting, we heard about the commotions that were happening in the Jubilee headquarters, and we have also resolved as NEC, because NEC also sat this morning, that we are going to close these offices because Kioni is purporting to operate from the Jubilee headquarters, yet he is not the Secretary General. So from today, these offices will be closed. In fact, we even inform the community because we feel very bad that the community is now becoming part and parcel of the challenges that are facing our party, that are being created by only 3 individuals, and in particular, the former Secretary General, Honorable Kioni. The same case with Murathe and Mr. Kagwe. So for us, we have said that we are going to follow the due process. Remember, good people, when the order were given to stay the execution of NEC deliberations in Nakuru, for us, we obey the law. And we never engaged in any Jubilee matters until the 19th when the court pronounces itself. And it's very clear. In fact, you don't need a lawyer to interpret for you. And the clear instructions of the court. In fact, right now, Honorable Kioni is acting in total disregard of, is actually contempt of court. And those are some of the charges that we are even going to prefer against him. So we are hoping that from today he will not purport to represent Jubilee. He will not purport to have this office as a headquarter, because this office is also not gazetted as the official headquarter of Jubilee. And from today, Jubilee will not operate from this headquarter.